I'm sure you all remember the pilot episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, Help Wanted. What most people don't know, however, is that there was an earlier episode entitled Bob the Sponge, dating back to 1998. My niece, stumbled upon a page on the Nickelodeon website asking for my details to join some sort of SpongeBob SquarePants fan club, which I hesitantly signed up for. A few days later, a SpongeBob box set arrived at my doorstep, along with a single VHS with the label Bob the Sponge 1998. It started with a black screen. The music was pretty unnerving. It sounded like a slowed down ukulele tune being played backwards. And it was constantly playing throughout the entire episode. After about 20 seconds, a still image of Tom Kenny dressed up as Patrick the Pirate, sitting in an oversized bathtub, appeared, staying for exactly 6 seconds, followed by a title card reading Bob the Sponge in a plain yellow font. Then the actual episode begins. It was basically SpongeBob, or Bob the Sponge as he was known at this point in development, going around Bikini Bottom, visiting his friends, only there were no voices despite the characters moving their mouths. This competing bottom was really different from the one you are accustomed to. Some of the major changes being Sandy. She had no underwater gear, and her house was a log cabin, not the T-zone seen in the final product. Mr. Krabs. He is seen with a female crab, who may have been his wife or a very early version of Paul. Squidward. His house is a windmill as opposed to the Easter Island head seen on the final series. Also, his house has changed places with Patrick's house. Plankton. He seems to be the same size as the other characters. His body is red, and he has only one antenna stuck out from the top of his head opposed to two. Nothing unusual seemed to happen in the episode until the end. SpongeBob was standing in the middle of nowhere, looking up to the sky and laughing. The screen then panned up to show just what he was laughing at. Sandy's drowned corpse was floating on the water's surface. Her body just bobbed in the water for about 10 seconds, after which the episode began playing backwards until it got back to the live action still of Patsy. The title card appeared again. This time, the font was completely illegible, like it was handwritten by a child or something. The episode started playing again, though there was no buildings or anything, just characters interacting on a pitch black background. This time, when the characters opened their mouths to talk, garbled sounds came out, though I couldn't understand what the hell they were saying. The episode played through like that until it got to the image of Cindy's dead body. The episode began playing backwards again, and this time, when it got to the image of Patsy the Pirate, he got up and started screaming real loudly and started waving his arms around while his eyes darted frantically like he was going insane. The episode started again with the same poorly handwritten title card. The sounds of Tom Kenny screaming and thrashing around still present. This time, there was just colored blurs moving around a black background, making really unsettling, gobbling noises. It played like this until it got to Sandy's dead corpse. However, this time it cut abruptly straight to Patsy, who simply said something, but it was clear, and I could make out what he was saying. He simply just said, "Hey kids, stay tuned for help wanted," before it cuts to static and the tape ends.